Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Colts Cast. My name is Eric Smith, and that is Jamal Lawrence,
Yo.
your co-host of the Colts Cast. Hey, the 2024 Indianapolis Colts season is finally over. Finally. I mean, look, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, full transparency. I did not watch the Jacksonville Jaguars Colts game. Jamal, I don't know if you did.
No. I know. I had other stuff to do. I couldn't even give away my tickets. Literally, like no. It's bad.
You talking about those tickets that were $2 a seat?
My tickets are they're a little more than but those even people weren't even buying those. That's a crazy thing, bro.
So yours would have been like a good 10 piece.
Yeah, I probably could have sold for 10 spot.
Yeah, I am good. I had no desire to watch it, win or lose. It was still fire Chris Ballard season, and now with the letter from the Colts owner Jim Irsay stating, and I quote, "I've been evaluating the entire operation. I believe in Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen and our collective ability to make the improvements needed to take us to the next level in 2025." End quote. First of all, no, you don't. Yeah, you didn't evaluate nothing. You didn't evaluate one goddamn thing in 4 hours. Like, hey man, where are we getting started today?
Hit that like and subscribe button. You know what time it is. Drop your comments below. Let us know how you feel. I know some mixed emotions. Some people happy, some people not happy. I think he even talked about it in there, Eric. I'm sure you may touch on it, but I think he even talked about it, saying that people weren't going to be happy with his decision, but he still felt blah 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 blah. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, so I can't. I'm not going to try to paraphrase it.
Yeah, I mean he was happy with Steichen. He's happy with Chris Ballard. Obviously, we knew one person was going to go, and that was Gus Bradley. So he's out of here. Yep, that's the guy that's going to take the fall. They're expecting one guy in the wreckage. That's what Bang said.
Straight out of Bang.
This organization is a joke. I mean, I feel like we've been ranting every week, Jamal. How many collapses do we have to witness before change actually happens? I mean, someone explain to me how this works. Insanity. This has got to be it. This is a perfect example.
Insanity.
We'll read this 5 years from now. We'll read this in the history books of just insanity, how the Indianapolis Colts failed their organization from this time period to this time period. And it's all going to start with Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard. I don't want to have that conversation, because if the Giants game wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back, I don't know, man. I don't know, because the Giants were the Giants again the very next week against the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't have many starters out. I mean, how is Chris Ballard going to turn this team around in 2025 with the same squad? Because we know he's going to run it back. He's going to run it back. Let's be honest. How is he going to address the culture crumble in 2025? Like, I just don't think there's any way this gets better during that time with the same pieces, the same coaching staff. Oh, I guess we got rid of Gus Bradley. Well, Gus Bradley was already out the door. Like, that man was out the door after had to be the July game. Like that had to be the game. I guarantee it. We select that number 14th overall in the 2025 NFL draft. Again, mediocre draft pick. We love doing that. Jamal, like, how do we get there? Because even Joe Flacco himself said there's no point in trying to trick ourselves into thinking we're almost there.
I mean,
did he not say that?
all the
Joe
old
Flacco
heads,
getting cut.
Come on, hey, I think a lot of people will be okay with that. I mean, the reality is Shane Steichen said it best today. The culture, there's nothing wrong with the locker room or the culture of the organization. He said he believes that culture is winning, and they're close. They're right here. So the culture's fine. Shane Steichen, the culture's fine. Yeah. He said that today. There's no culture issues, so we don't have to worry about that in 2025. There are no coaching issues.
The politician.
There are no coaching issues because we got rid of Gus Bradley. There are no front of house issues because we still have Chris Ballard. So life's good right now. Life's great. I don't see any issues wrong with this Indianapolis organization right now. Wish we still had another week to play so we could, watch us go out there and, get a nice little dub. I mean, I believe Chris Ballard is scheduled officially to speak to the media on Wednesday at 9. I'm so mad I have meetings from all day long on Wednesday because I wanted to indulge myself in this. He's speaking on Wednesday at 9 a.m. So if you can watch it, to be there. And if I were him, honestly, if I were Ballard and I was going into this right here, I'd walk in there with a Kool-Aid smile on my face. because there's nothing else. There's nothing. I'm not even about to sit here and say, hey, listen, this is what I did wrong. We failed.
Job security is
Yeah,
good.
who cares? Yo, we out here cooling. Yo, I'm about to go to Cancun. I'll see y'all in a couple months. We're gonna figure
with
out the DC thing. We're
with
gonna we
our
gonna put
money.
yeah, exactly. We're gonna just put Matt
Oh.
Eberflus back in the building or something like that, or we're gonna go pick up somebody who don't matter. So y'all just sit back and relax. If I was Chris Ballard, that's all I would say, because it don't matter. It don't matter for anybody if he can sit up here and say, yeah, I did this with the draft picks, or we did that. None of it matters, because nothing's gonna change. So y'all, the cards have been dealt. Irsay accepted the fact that he doesn't care about this organization, doesn't care about the city, doesn't care about the money, any of that stuff. Nothing matters to him, because, like you mentioned, Eric, he dropped this 4 hours after the game. That means that his mind had already been made up. No matter whether the Colts
Already.
would have just got beat by 60, it wouldn't have mattered. He'd already said that they're going to do. At least give the people the common courtesy of making them wait 24 hours and then be like, okay, well, maybe he sees something. My man said, hey, he tried to drop an episode faster than we could. So, so he did his thing. But yeah, so there's no reason for Ballard to even come on Wednesday and try to explain himself. He's just come on there and say, yo, I'm back. I don't care what y'all got for me. Don't get hype about the draft, because nothing's going to change. Don't get hype about free agency, because nothing's going to change. Don't get hype about random highlights that are going to happen during training camp, because nothing's going to change. None of it matters. None of it matters. So we'll see. Maybe someone like D-Buck will request a trade. Someone who's been like kind of shitty about what's going on within this organization, doesn't want to be here because he's tired of wasting his prime years. Maybe something like that can shake it up a little bit, and and we can see what we could get for somebody like him, someone deserving to go ahead and go to a place where they actually care about the organization and care about the success of the team. But because we know it ain't gonna happen here. So as far as it goes, we're just gonna watch Ballard, and hey, listen, y'all, the wheels fell off years ago. They ain't coming back on. So like I can't even be negative about it, man. I can't even like get super frustrated, because it's what we expected. This is all exactly what we expect. We have an incompetent owner who's going to continue to hand down rules, or hand down jobs to people who don't deserve them. I mean, you would think that after the fans have decided to like boycott the games and all this stuff, that it would matter, which I know the ticket sales have already happened. So it doesn't necessarily matter, because the money is technically already there. But like none of it matters. I mean, honestly, like my contract that I have with them for the season tickets, I still have 1 year left in it. But and the only reason why I'm not going to get out of it this year, because I would lose money, obviously. So I might as well at least go to the games and watch them stink it up. But I at this point, I have zero reason to renew after this year. Because I could literally be spending my money going on a trip to Cancun or something like that, instead of spending my money in Indy watching these dudes stink it up on left field and right field all day and all night long. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, dog. But we here. If Irsay don't care, then I don't care. Then I mean, nobody should care.
That's what we do around here. We reward mediocrity, Jamal.
Absolutely.
If you haven't heard, that's Jim Irsay's prerogative. A ninth year. He's going to be getting a ninth year. I understand Shane Steichen getting his third year.
Sure. Yeah.
But I have my own issues with Steichen, but really this starts at the top. My man's getting his ninth year as the GM. 0 division titles.
Don't matter.
Man, you saw that fan get escorted out the stadium
Yeah,
for the sign?
Bro, see, that's the thing, though, man.
Can't escort everybody out. Everybody should have been in there with signs that said "Fire Ballard." They can't get all of y'all out, man. Come in there in numbers. Game 1, bro. No preseason.
Man, nobody watch this lacklusterness go on. It's hard, man.
I'll come out there and
Hey,
start.
what's up?
Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want it. But
Dude,
yeah, nothing says I love mediocre more than that statement, Jamal. So
yeah. He's not about the and again, I mean, like I think there was a lot of talk about his daughters and like not knowing how much say so they have in it. I think this just proved. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, of course, we're outsiders looking in. We really don't know what's going on in that building, but you would think that like if his daughters are truly going to be the ones taking over this team once he's done with it, like what part of this, why would they want to be a part of something like as bad as this? You're literally just getting a bad rep for you taking over at some point to start off, and you have to rebuild from ground up. So it makes me feel like he still truly has his hand right in the middle of the pot. He's still making decisions, and no one else can influence him. Ballard got some dirt on him from back in the 60s or something that my man does not want to let public know, because Ballard said, "Yeah, my man. He like I don't know. I just truly don't know how you could sit there and just be okay with it." And I don't know. I mean, I
Well,
don't know. I can only go down a rabbit hole with it.
I think Irsay truly believes that Chris Ballard has taken this Indianapolis Colts team to the upper quartile of the upper
Yeah,
quartile.
he ain't talking
Uh,
about sausage making, right?
yeah, he's not talking about sausage making, Jamal. He's talking about taking this team to the top of the upper top middle up top quart. I forgot what he even said, but
That's probably pretty spot on what he said.
yeah, that's your boy. I don't know what to do with this team, man. Like,
Nothing. Sit back and watch.
what to
That's
do?
why I
What to
said that.
do?
Like, it's not even like I think the problem now is like it's not even one of those things where you can even get hype about what's going to happen. Or I don't know. Maybe I know people will get hype once the all season happens because they'll see a couple of free agents, so they'll think about the draft. I personally am not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, I just can't wait to see Tyler Warren. And I mean, like, do I think that Tyler Warren would be a good fit for this team? Sure,
So we
but
locking in Tyler Warren at
no,
number
no, no,
at the
because
14th overall.
Ballard's not locking him in right there. So I'm not. But we'll discuss our draft stuff. Like I mean, I just use that name because that's the biggest name I see going around Twitter right now. But as far as it goes for our draft position. But the point is, it's like I'm not gonna get all my eggs in the basket over these players or what's gonna happen because we know the reality of how this organization works. It's like if it's something that should happen that'll benefit the team, it's gonna get put on the back burner because we can figure out a way to be less than great. So
But is this the year where
no,
he's gonna make
no.
a desperation type move?
Why would he? Why
Start
should he?
fitting.
Why should he?
Could he believe he's truly on the hot seat now?
If you
We
can go if you walked into your job for 9 years, 8 years, and did the same thing like this over and over, you think by year 9, you think my man's like, yo, this may be the year. This just may no, no, no.
you ain't
That he
wrong.
knows he's set in stone, dog. He's fine. He's got that retirement check rolling with the Colts, man. He's here. He's here.
Good to go, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jim Irsay is running it back, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it right now. I don't feel great. I mean, we fired Gus Bradley, but still feels like there's more to fill there. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is, but you just roll the punches. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but there's nothing to be excited about for this team.
I
We'll
heard
just keep
a
moving forward.
little burst said Chuck Pagano might get
Shut up, y'all love living in the past, man. It's crazy.
might get
Like,
an interview to be our next DC.
shut up, yo. Maybe if it's Robert Saleh, I'll take Robert Saleh any day of the week. But I don't want to see any ex Colts this or that. Like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. It's just some point we gotta move on. People, because we can get the next GM and in 2032, once Chris Ballard's finally gone, and people gonna be like, man, we should have kept Ballard, dog. He he did something. Or they're gonna be so, well, I guess still better than Grigson, but it's not quite Ballard. Like it's gonna be crazy stuff like that. Like, nah, man, we gotta move on.
Ballard references.
Let's move forward.
Let's move forward with Chuck Pagano.
Yeah. Oh man.
Archman in 2026. Let's get it. That's gonna be it for us, everyone.
Again,
Thank you
use
for listening.
another past player's name. Like, it's
Thank you for
crazy to me, y'all.
Thank you for listening to the Colts cast today. Hey, we are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We'll be back next time to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content.
Y'all take it
Take
easy.
care.